What is procrastination? Procrastination is the act of being slow or avoiding something you should be doing. Once upon a time, in my English class, the teacher explained to us our next project, which would be a book talk. We had chosen books at the start of the quarter that we were meant to read. The first 2 weeks started, I was reading my book. I enjoyed the start of it. The book was titled The Fifth Wave. As the quarter went on, I started to lose interest in the book because it took too long to get into things. So I only read when we were given in class time to do so. I quickly fell behind on where I was supposed to be in the book, and when my teacher announced the project, I began to panic as I was not even halfway done the book. I concluded that the only thing I could do was briefly summarize what I knew about the book. I thought this shouldn't be too hard because I wasn't meant to spoil the book to the class anyways. As the first week went on, we were given time to work on it in class, but as the week went by, I still hadn't started my presentation and found myself doing anything but the presentation. My fingers tapped away doing type tests. I researched what I would get for a first car, and before I knew it, I had very little time left to do my project. At this point, I had 2 days left and no work done on the project. And I finally decided I was going to start it then. So I started typing away, scouting for any images to fit my PowerPoint slides, scavenging any website that had information on the fifth wave. I decided to call it a day. I had completed half of the project with minimal effort, so I went to bed. For the next day, I had a plan to complete it by the end of the school day. So I didn't have to do any work at home besides recording the video. But of course, procrastination struck me like a bullet, and I did not work on the project that I had put off for so long. So I decided I would finish it as soon as I got home. And when I got home, I decided to make myself a snack, and then since I was tired, I was just going to take a small break, and that small break soon turned into a long break. I had soccer practice in the evening, so I went to my soccer practice and decided to go at it all once and for all. And finally, I did. However, I underestimated how much work there was left for me to do and ended up finally completing it. And now all that was left for me to do was record. One thing I find when I'm under pressure is that I tend to crack and make mistakes. So when I was reading my lines, I found plenty of mistakes that I had to correct before I could record myself. I also had to deal with the sketchy editing software because I couldn't find a free editing software without a gigantic watermark on the screen. By the time I finished recording, it was past midnight and I was incredibly unhappy with what I had created because it was low effort and low quality, because I was under so much stress, because I did everything in such a small amount of time. That being said, I got a B on the project, and I learned that the brain is really incredible when put under stress, and procrastinating lets you have the joy of being distracted while also getting the job done. Thank you.